All right. 4.1, 7 through 9, and then 12 through 14. And we'll go back to the story problems. But these are very co-related. All right? And these, they want to tell whether it's decay or growth. And these, they want to tell whether it's exponential or not. Okay? But what I'm going to have you do is, well, if it's exponential, tell me is it decay or growth. So on the test, I'm going to be asking you that a lot. Okay? There's some rules. Okay? Rules you need to know. Okay? Exponential growth, right? Think about it. If I have 2 raised to the second power, how much is that? 2 raised to the second power. 4. 2 raised to the third power. 8. 2 raised to the fourth power. 16. It's going to keep growing, right? That's exponential growth. Okay? 2 raised to the 1. 2 raised to the 2. 2 raised to the 3. 2 raised to the 4, right? So this is 2, 4, 8, 16, right? It's growing. Okay? As the exponent grows, the amount grows. So this looks like this. Does that make sense? And that's exponential growth. But what happens if I'm talking about 1/2? What's 1/2 squared? What's 1/2 times 1/2? 1. No, 1/2 times 1/2? 1/4. Yep, 1.25. What's 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2? 1/8. Okay? What's 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2? Right? Okay? Now this is so this is growth, right? But decay means that it's coming down like this. Okay? So decay means I'm coming down and going towards 0. Whereas growth means I'm coming from 0 and going up to infinity. Okay? So decay means I'm going down to a certain point and stopping there. Okay? And just leveling out. But growth means I started at a level point, but now I'm going to go up. Does that make sense? Okay? Now, what's the difference between these two? What's the main difference? If I change a 2 to a 3, is it going to change much? No. It just goes up quicker, right? But if I change this to a 1/3, is it going to change the graph much? No, it's just going to, come down faster. Does that make sense? What happens? What's the main difference between 2 and 1/2? One increases, one decreases. One's bigger than 1. One's smaller than 1.
1 is an actual whole number.
Yeah, 1 is the number that actually screws everything up. Think about this. If I have 1 raised to the second power, what is it? What's 1 raised to the third power? What's 1 raised to the fourth power? So it never grows. So you wouldn't have growth or decay, right? With 1, you wouldn't have growth or decay. With the 0, you wouldn't have growth or decay. Does that make sense? But with anything between 0 and 1, you would have decay. And with anything above 1, you would have growth. Do you see that? But 1 and 0 are it doesn't decay at all. Does that make sense? It doesn't grow at all. Okay, so with that said, what's going to happen here with 1/3? Is it going to grow or decay? Decay. Okay? Then what is 1.3 going to do? Grow. Because it's bigger than 1, right? Does it matter what's out in front? No, because it's going to grow and then it's going to cut it in thirds, but still growing, right? It's just growing at a third the rate. Well, it's still growing. What about 2.7? It doesn't matter that I'm multiplying by 10? What if I multiply by 1,000,000? It doesn't matter, right? It's still going to grow. Okay? Alright? These are all exponential, right? Why are they exponential? Why are they exponential functions?
Variable.
The variable is the exponent. That's what makes it exponential. Okay? So is the variable an exponent? No. So this is just a polynomial to the 10th degree, right? So this is not, it's not exponential. Okay? Is this exponential growth? It's a trick question, right? Because the exponent is a variable, but it's of 0. And we have two rules. 0 and 1 are not exponential growth or decay, right? So, not exponential. Okay? So, trick question. You better believe that's going to be on the test, okay? 0 or 1.
That's all you want us to do.
Huh? Yeah, that's all I want you to do is tell me. But if it is exponential, I want you to tell me, does it grow or does it decay? Like this one. Is this exponential?
Do we have to write exponential decay? Or
Yes. So like this one, decay. Why do you say decay?
because that's a 0.5.
Because it's a 0.5, because it's less than 1, right? So yeah, this one you would say exponential decay.
$5.
Is that easy? Kind of? Hopefully? Questions? This one should be the 3 questions on the test that you get nice and easy.
Wait,
For the 0 to x, what is it?
So from 0 to 1 is decay, right? From 1 to infinity is growth. Okay? So if it's a 0 or a 1, it's not exponential.
Oh, so you just put not exponential.
Yes.
Okay.
Good questions. Making sense? Okay? This can be a really easy chapter, and I'm not going to go really far in the logarithms with you. So this should be a really fun